Ooh, is there a wolf in here? Oh, thank you so much, guys. Welcome back. Welcome back to the Fogcast. Have you missed me? Because I've missed you. Happy 2021. I know you're thinking, hey, Tom, it's fucking March, bro. What have you been doing? Where you been? Where you been at? Haven't heard from you in a while. Man, those crickets go for way too long. That's okay. We're still getting used to the buttons. You guys are going to come with me on the ride. We'll get used to the buttons together. Yeah, it's been ages. I just got super busy over Christmas, as you know, Christmas tends to be. But hey, guys, that's life.
That's life.
That's life.
That's what all the people say.
Guys, that's life. It's what the people say. Everybody says that. Everybody knows that. Everybody got busy at Christmas time. I hope everybody had a lovely Christmas. While we're on the subject matter, everyone got all their toys that they were after. Everyone ate heaps of food. I put on 3 kilos. It was magnificent. It was so good. All of my tits too. Could you believe it? Got to B cups. Yeah, got to B cups. They're gone now, but during the Christmas period, I was flaunting them down the beach. They were amazing. They were huge knockers, as the kids call them. But yeah, Christmas was fun. Christmas was good fun at the Fogarty household. We had some red meat. We had some red wine. My oldest brother got a VR headset for Christmas, and that got brought out pretty quickly. I was keen to try it, but I was also kind of like a bit freaked out by it because we did the one VR scenario where it's VR. What do you call them? Realm? VR realm game, mini game. Games, the VR game. It was like one VR game that was you walk out, you're in an elevator and you go up to the top floor of the elevator. The doors open, ping, and then you walk like a plank out on like a skyscraper building. And then the whole point of the game is that you drop off and get the sensation of falling to your death. And so already not very appealing, but I was like, all right, I'll give it a go. And as soon as you jump off the plank, you shit yourself. Like it's like, you ever get to like the top of a staircase and you think there's an extra step and you're like, whoa! It's like that kind of feeling. Or like when you get to the bottom of the staircase and you think there's more and you think like gravity doubles for like 2 seconds. You shit your pants. So anyway, we did that and I shit myself. It's really immersive and it's like really hard to gauge what reality is when you're falling to your death virtually. So I did that game to warm up and we all had a bit of fun. Dad did it, nearly fell over, poor bloke. And then we kind of put it away for a little bit, had some food, and then Oliver enticed me back with another virtual game called Bar Fight. And if you know me, I love a bit of a scrap, a controlled scrap in an environment like in virtual reality or say in a padded facility or a gym. So as soon as I heard the words fucking bar fight, I was like, yeah, I'm playing virtual reality bar fight. So essentially what it is you're in a bar scenario and there's a bunch of just like pissed off drunk people walking around with like they'll smash a bottle and they'll, try and stick you with the glass, real PG stuff. And your job is to you hold these little VR sticks and just swing at these people and just knock people out. Now, when you do VR, you should always have a spotter. Much like you would on a construction site if you were operating a Bobcat or if you were doing donuts at 3 a.m. in a Macca's car park. You want a spotter. You want someone to look out for you in case things go bad. You know what I mean? You've always got to have your guy. You can probably guess where this is going, but so I'm playing bar fight. And I have a thirst for blood. As soon as I start, I'm like, fucking, this is sick. And I'm just throwing haymakers at all these dudes in the bar. Because like once you hit one dude, everyone in the bar turns towards you and like goes, hey, you fucking want some of me, guy? You fucking want a piece of this? Huh? They're all from New York. It was strange. It was a New York bar. And they come at you in one by one. You just get to knock them down and everything. Now, when you're doing VR inside a household that has items and walls and, structures and fucking figs. You know what I'm saying? There's a bunch of shit around. You got to be careful. And like I said, you need a spotter. And I thought I had a spotter. I had my whole family there, my nearest and dearest that should be looking after me, weren't in this particular situation. So what happened was, I'm getting into it. I'm hitting cunts left. I'm hitting cunts right. They're dropping like flies. And I'm getting G'd up. I'm on my toes. I'm in and out. You know what I mean? I'm stepping into range. I'm clocking them. I'm stepping out. And then there was this one dude at the bar who turned around and he did this. He went, look, right here, mate. Right here, you fuckhead. Right here. Go on. Free shot. And I was like, oh, you are so dead, you virtual fuck. And I stepped in. So I usually I'll just plant, but I fully lunged in to close the distance and just swung this overhand right. And I fucking connected in the real world with a pillar that's in my fucking living room, smashed my wrist, and then on the way through, I've hit my wrist, and then I've knocked over a pot plant as well, and just smashed this fucking pot plant all over the tiles. Now, and I don't know if you guys have ever injured yourself in another realm, but it's actually quite disorientating. Because my eyes say, you just absolutely obliterated this guy in a bar. But my hand says, fuck, I just put my hand through a pot plant. And I took the goggles off, and I was so angry because I was just in a fight, but I wasn't in a fight with anyone. And then I was just like, oh, you know when you'd like you stub your toe or something and you get so angry, but you can't be external with the anger because you're angry at yourself because you did it. You were the sole perpetrator of the situation. I put my hand through the pot plant. But then I was still like, hey, where the fuck were my spotters at? Where was my brother? He was like, well, I thought you were all, you looked all good. And then you just stepped in and threw a haymaker. I'm like, yeah, he was asking for it. He was touching his shit. He was going right here. I had no choice. I don't think that's a good enough excuse.
I've got a video of it.
Do you have a video of it?
I'm pretty sure I got a Snapchat. Yeah.
You got a snap, not of me hitting it though.
Nah,
No, you just, yeah.
I'll put it up.
Yeah, you got a video of me being salty AF afterwards with a sore wrist from a drunken bar fight that never actually took place. It's such a fucking weird thing to happen. I mean, talk about Christmas 2020. That's what should have happened. If you want to wrap up a year like that, you have to virtually get into a scuffle and literally break your wrist. Well, I didn't break my wrist. I thought I did. I was so upset that I thought I broke my wrist. I think my ego was more hurt than my hand. I think my pride took a harder hit than my hand did. But it's okay. I have since healed and I feel a lot better. Thank you for asking. Oh, I love me an iced Australiano. Ugh. So yeah, that was my Christmas. Food was great. My hand hurt, but then I drank the pain away with some red wine, which is a great idea, very good idea. And then what did we do? Dropped you home afterwards. I didn't drive. Alyssa drove. Also, now that it's been brought to my attention, what do you think of the new backdrop? Is it not pretty sexual? Do you like it? Alyssa helped me, which is why that reminded me. I reckon it's pretty bang on. Yeah, it could make it bigger. I mean, it's all just things that I like. That's all it is. It's all just a bunch of things that I like. So if you don't like it, you can fuck off. But yeah, I reckon it's quite artistic. It's like my first art project since I was forced to in school, I guess. And I just kind of had the idea. And then, you know what's funny? I saw it at like a cafe that people had like posters like rolled on. It's kind of like they do in Melbourne and stuff, like paper mache onto walls. And then I like YouTubed how to do it because I was like, I'm fucking autistic, you know what I mean? I can't be artistic. And then I YouTubed how to glue like pieces of paper to boards, and all that came up were like 15-year-old bedazzling videos that like 15-year-old girls bedazzling videos, like them fucking going like, this is how to make your room awesome. You can turn this into this and then wow. Like all that shit. I'm like, fuck. So I spent the afternoon watching tweens paper mache as a 25-year-old adult man who voted once. It was last year, so I vote. Only because they found me. Shouldn't say that. It could be the Fed. The feds could be onto me. Are you listening? We got him. It's Fogarty. He's spilling the beans. I don't even. Can I get done for that? For past? Hope not. I know you can get a fine for not voting, but I never got one. I know you can though. Not a good role model. I'll be okay. I wanted to bring up the license plates thing as well, because you guys have been fantastic tagging me in these license plates. There's some fucking retarded ones out there. Some absolute shockers. But I want to clarify a little thing with the license plates. I don't give a shit about Sally 99. Who gives a shit? I mean, it's dumb. Why would you want everyone to know your name and age? I think it's dumb. But I'm more after obnoxious rich people. That's what I'm really making fun of, is people that are actually trying to flex, people that take themselves too seriously. Because anyone that takes themselves too seriously is a tit, for the most part. You know, like real estate agents, fucking club promoters. Oh, sorry, does that hit a little bit too close to home, Jackie boy? But then, you get what I'm saying? Greased up deaf guys, you know what I mean? And that's a Family Guy reference. But I mean, what I mean by greased up deaf guys is like guys that slick back their hair and don't listen to you talk, because they're just waiting for their turn to say what they want to say. I'm more after license plate. Like I saw a license plate the other day that said, I sell. And I was like, that's a fucking cockhead real estate agent for sure. I sell. Or do you sell? I don't get the hustle with real estate agents. Like, I mean, I get it, you're working, but they act like they're selling ice to Eskimos when they're selling houses. Anyone can sell houses. They're fucking houses. People want to live in houses. It's like if you were selling cocaine or like any other sort of drug that everybody wants, and you're like, yeah, I sell, like I'm such a good salesman. I'm the best salesman around. No, you're not. You're selling drugs. Drugs sell drugs. You sell nothing. Okay? And it's the same thing with fucking houses. No one does less than a real estate agent. They sit there at an open home and they just go, yeah, if you get any signs of COVID-19, take your shoes off, cool, fucking, there you go. Yeah, there's a pool out the back. Yeah, there's a garage underneath. And as soon as anyone brings up any sort of structural fault or anything with the house, they go, yeah. They're shit. They're so shit. I went to one with Mum, to an open home on the coast a few weeks ago, and there was some tradie guys in there that were like checking out the house, and they noticed that the whole fucking house was on a lean, like the entire house was on a lean, and they were like sizing it up and everything, and they had tape measures, and they had the ruler with the bubble that says whether things are level or not, and they're going, mate, this house is on a lean. They go, the structural foundation of this house is compromised. It's sinking into the earth. And the guy just went, weather changes and things can happen over the course of time. And I'm like, yeah, dickhead. Like, he just didn't have the answer for it. And they were like, yo, this house is going for 1.3 million. How come it's sinking? Like, what the fuck? It's like, I was like, and I overheard it, and I'm like, oh, you're such a goof, bro. But he was standing there with his watch and his fucking hair, and he's like, yeah, I'm selling this house. You're not, like, he doesn't walk you through and go like, this is the artesian model from 1950. Don't know anything about houses either, so I couldn't even fucking pretend in a joke. But they just stand there at the door. oh, man, bro, I hustle every day and I work Saturday mornings. Yeah, so many people work Saturday and Sundays, you dickheads. And they're open homes. You go there and you open the door to the home, and then people go through and decide whether they want it or not. And because there's 50 people going to them, one of them will want it. And you're like, slap a fucking sold sticker on the sign and go, yeah, fucking big dick swinging in the wind. Guess what I'm going to do with all my money? I'm going to buy a license plate and tell everyone I sell. Eat a dick. Eat 3 dicks. Tell me you want more. Ugh. I didn't even plan to go on a rant about real estate agents, but there you go. You get that one for free. Okay, you get them all for free. Somebody pay me to do this, please. I'm begging ya. Oh, one day we'll keep the dream alive. We'll keep the dream alive. Guys, another thing I've been meaning to tell you. I've started a little bit of Uber driving. Started sharing rides in my little yellow beast. And people are pretty cool for the most part. I mean, the rating system keeps everybody above board, keeps everybody on their best behavior. I got to 100 straight 5-star reviews without any bad ones, and then last week I got 2 3-stars. Filthy. I was filthy. I'm nice as pie, right? I'm nice as apple pie, Aussie pie, like a beef pie, real nice. I'm nice to everyone. I try to make everybody smile. I'm thoughtful. I listen. I did everything. I had sanitizer in the car. I put a nice little air freshener in the car. But one thing I didn't account for is that a lot of people don't want to talk to their Uber driver, which is a lot of people. And for those people, I am your worst nightmare. Because I've been driving around on my own, and then I pick someone up, and I'm like, oh, I'm going to tell you everything. I want to have a convo. I got so much to tell you. And I'm just trying to make these people laugh. It's been kind of good. It's kind of like doing stand-up to people who literally can't leave. Like trapping people in your car. You think I'm funny? Do ya? Oh, give me a good rating. But no, it's been fun. It's been good fun. I've done a bit over the weekends, bit at night as well, which a lot of people are like, oh, how's that? You get a lot of fuckwits. People are okay for the most part. I don't do anything past like midnight because, you know, I don't want vomit in my car. I don't want. The only time I want vomit in my car is if I've vomited. Anyone else vomits in my car, I have to get a new car. You know what I mean? You might never get the smell out of it, and even if you do, you know what happened. Your car's been defiled. You can't get a new car. I mean, you can't get a new car. You'll have to get a new car. Retarded. Anyway. I picked up these Englishmen, these drunken Englishmen the other week. And they got in the car and they're like, hey, oh, fucking yellow car, it's an Uber. And they're yelling at all the policemen. They're like, we paid for your hats. And I'm like, that's funny because, like, you know, you pay taxes and the taxes pay for the policemen. I'm like, Englishmen are funny, aren't they? So I had this full car of people. When you're sober and you pick up drunk people, they're on level 10 and you're on level 3, especially like 10 at night. So I'm like, hey guys, how you been? How you doing today? You having a nice time? And they're like, fucking oath, we're having a good time, Tommy boy. I'm having a mental one. I'm like, fuck. I'm so not on the same page with you guys. And they went, sorry if we're a bit loud, we've had heaps of cocaine. And I was like, that's okay, guys. If you're on cocaine, that means you're not going to vomit in my car. Which is true. I way prefer to get my ear yammered off by a cokehead than to get vomited on by a drunk. People that are that coked up aren't going to, they're up. You know what I mean? They're up, they're going. Blah, blah, blah. And I said that to him. I was like, guys, you guys are on cocaine. You guys are fine. I can deal with an ear munch. And they were like, yeah, we're all right. We're fucking good, man. We're good. And then the rest of the trip, they were like trying to get me upstairs to their apartment to do cocaine. And I was like, hey, I don't want to do cocaine. And he's like, oh, come upstairs for a line of coke. Come on. How old are you? And I was like, I'm 25. He's like, you're old enough for a line of coke is what you are. That's how old you are. Old enough for a line of fucking coke. I was like, oh, please don't make me do it. I have to drive. I didn't do the cocaine, by the way. I'm just trying to say that it's not that bad out there on them streets. You think it's going to be like abuse, but it's really just people trying to give you cocaine. It's been wonderful. It's been wonderful. Anyway, that's enough Uber stories for the. That concludes our Uber sessions. There'll be more to come. There will be more to come. Oh, actually, nope. Scratch that. I got one more. Ha! Did I get ya? I gotcha. I had heaps of Victorians all through January. Like fucking every single person I picked up was from Victoria. Now, I know I am also from Victoria, but I came up here before it was cool. I've covered this before. I'm a trendsetter. Anyway, I've had so many Victorians come up and they've been asking me, a lot of them have been like really rich people who've been like Airbnb for like weeks. Like, oh yes, we were Airbnb in Burleigh Heads last week, and now we're in Palm Beach on Jefferson Lane. Fucking drinking soy lattes and shit. And they're like, oh, it's quite a lovely neighborhood here. What would you think about the suburb? What would you think about the suburb? And I was like, I've been trying to like scare them off. So I was like, oh, Palmy. I don't know about Palmy, mate. Palmy's a bit fucking rough and tumble. And they're like, Whatever do you mean, Uber driver? Uber driver of the streets, man of the people, lord of the roads. They're getting richer by the second. They're like, what do you mean? And I was like, well, it's all yummy mummies, prams, and fucking chai lattes on the main road. But 2 streets that way, somebody's cooking meth on the stove. Somebody's gonna take your shoes. Somebody's gonna stab your ass. You're gonna get got. Okay, if you're walking at the wrong time of night. And they're like, oh my God, really? Really? They're English now. Oh my God, are you serious? Are you absolutely serious? You cannot be serious. And then they were like, what about Miami? Miami's lovely. What? Miami's lovely, is it not? And I'm like, I mean, yeah, it's lovely, but it's still a bit of a polished turd. You know what I mean? You go street in, same again. You got some housing commission. You got a bit of, hey mate, you want to go, cunt? Got a bit of that. And then they're like, oh, God, blimey. And they're like rethinking their whole move. And then they went, our daughter's 15, Stephanie. She's going up to Movie World tomorrow, and she was going to get the bus and the tram. Is that okay? And I was like, oh, fuck. You have to get off at Helensvale. Helensvale's a bit fucking rough. I don't know if I'd let her go up there. How old is she? 15. Not if she was my kid. And they're like, oh God, we cannot let her go. So I ruined a 15-year-old girl's theme park experience while she was up on the Gold Coast. But it was worth it. And I've been trying to scare off like every Victorian that I got in the car. I've been doing my bit, you know what I mean? Doing my part for the Gold Coast. It's like community service. No one asked me to do these things, but I do them anyway because I'm a good guy on my own accord. You're welcome, by the way. Yeah, thank you. Fuck. Was it that hard? Surely not. Okay, that's enough Uber. That's enough Ubering. Uber to Uberies. What time are we at, Jack? We got 5. All right, coolio, Julio. Got another one. Why do... this is something that's been bothering me for ages. Why do girls literally, if you're hearing this, air quotes, not commas, shit, air quotes. Why do girls literally die after exercising? Because they don't literally die. You can feel dead. But every chick I see that exercises Instagram, I'm literally so dead right now. Seem pretty fucking alive and well to me. Actually, you seem healthier than ever. Endorphins flowing, red in the face, sweating out your glands. Like, why? Oh, hashtag dead. And then then they tag their PT. This bitch killed me. She killed me. I don't fucking get that, man. I train hard all the time. I'm not like, oh my God, I'm fucking dying. I'm so dead. Holy shit, kill me now. I tag the gym. They murdered me in the middle of the afternoon. I had work. I just don't fucking get it, man. Instagram's strange. And then it's just like, cause it's a thing now, it's okay. So everyone can literally die all the time when they exercise. Oh, I'm so dead. We're all dying. I watched The Departed the other day, where he's like, he goes, how's your mother doing? And he goes, oh, not good. She's on her way out. And he's like, we all are. Act accordingly. That's how I feel like going every time I hear that. Like, oh, I literally died right now. I'm like, yeah, we're all going to literally die. Be appropriate. Not yet. When you're 21, exercising. I'm dead. It's the opposite of dead. It's the most, like, first world fucking bullshit ever. Oh, I'm literally dead. Oh my God, I went for a run, and then I did a push-up, and then I lifted up weights, and I'm fucking dead now. Murdered. Last they ever heard of me. Look at 3. I don't know. Maybe it just bothers me because I'm a very volatile young man. There's got to be someone out there that just goes, hey, these girls keep exercising and then they die. And then the next day, they continue to live and then do it all again and someone kills them again. It's crazy. It's crazy. It's a little bit of sunny, a little bit of Charlie Day. It's crazy. It's ludicrous. Stop throwing around the word die. Like you die. What my main problem is the word literally. When like girls go, I'm literally starving. No, you're not. You're hungry. You know what I mean? I know everyone's heard that. Oh, there's children in Africa. But yes, the children in Africa are starving. You skipped brunch after you literally died. And now you're literally starving and like, I literally need a coffee or I'm going to fucking die. Like, you got to realize what you're saying because it's so white privilege, it's not even funny. Oh, I'm just, even fucking influencers on clothing hauls, I'm just literally obsessed with this. I'm just literally obsessed with it. Are you literally obsessed with it? Do you go to bed with it? This blouse. I'm obsessed with it. You know, are you like Gollum with fucking clothes? You're literally obsessed with it? Sometimes I wrap it around my eyes so I can look through it because I'm literally obsessed with it. I want to see it. I want to see the world through the eyes of the garment. You're nuts. You're fucking nuts and you're not doing everything right. And I'm here to tell you how to do it because I do everything right. I always end up going back to influencers. I'm not going to make a lot of friends. Not a lot of high-profile friends doing this. But, yeah. But I don't give a shit as well. There's also that. You're also not the friends I want. Oh, boo-hoo. I don't get to be friends with an influencer. Oh, I don't get to fucking have coffee dates with someone who checks their phone the whole time. Where? Wait, you can't eat until I take a photo of it first. Yeah, some fucking friend. Oh, God. What are we up to? What are we up to, Jackie boy?
Wrap her up.
Wrap her up? Alrighty. Wrapping it up. Well, I guess that means it's time for this week's Joke of the Week. Fuck yeah, we got studio horns, stadium horns. We got 40 seconds. We're going to do the joke of the week really fast. All right, guys. Did you know that wind was actually invented by a woman? Her name was Gale Force. It was. It really was. It's not just a pun. Her name was Gale. She sucked. She was blowing everyone.